Hello and welcome to our church at home. Peace be with you. Now is a time of Lent. It's a time of getting ready for the great mystery of Easter. It takes 6 weeks to prepare for Easter. Lent begins with Ash Wednesday. In some churches, ashes are taken and the mark of a cross is placed on the forehead. We hear the words, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return." This reminds us that even in death there is hope because of the love of God. The ashes also remind us that we all sin, we all make mistakes, and we need God's love and forgiveness. And God always forgives. Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. This reminds us that we are always God's children. Throughout all our lives, and even after death, we belong to God. When we are baptized, water is placed on our heads, and we hear the words, "In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit." And water is used to make the mark of a cross on our foreheads. And we hear the words, "You are marked as God's child forever." After our baptism, we can no longer see the water, but we remember that we always belong to God. This is the story of the baptism of Jesus. John was preaching in the desert and baptizing people in the River Jordan. You can see the back of John here with his wild hair. His clothes were made of camel hair, and he ate locusts and honey. Some people thought that he was weird. And John sometimes appeared angry. "Get ready," he shouted. "If you have done wrong things, then say sorry to God. I baptize you with water, but that isn't enough. You need to change your ways and live in the way of God." Many people came to John to confess their sins and to be baptized in the River Jordan. Then Jesus came to be baptized. He waded into the water and came face to face with John. John looked at Jesus. "You are the Messiah, the one we've been waiting for. I cannot baptize you. You must baptize me." But Jesus insisted that he be baptized. Jesus was lowered into the darkness of the water. And when he was lifted back up into the light, a dove came down from heaven and rested upon him. And a voice said, "This is my dear Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to what he says." Then Jesus went into the desert. He was there for 40 days and 40 nights to be tempted and to find out about who he was and what the work of his life was to be. Go in peace.